Campus Y is really the organization on campus that connects most with issues in the community and really is the hub for community engagement.
As you said, it's the Center for Social Justice, but it's more than that. It's the place on campus with a really long and broad history of fighting for what students care about, what we think is right for social justice.
But just from personal experience, it's really so much more than that. When I first came to Carolina, I was looking for my niche. I was always passionate about social justice, in particular working with people with disability through my involvement in high school back in England. And I was looking to continue that here at UNC, and the Campus Y was the place that met that need.
I think it would have to be community, because I think that is what it has been for me, and also what it can be for lots of other people, not just on campus, but in the Chapel Hill and Carborough communities as well.
It's an umbrella of many social justice organizations working together that engage in exchanging resources and advice, and it's kind of just become this home to me with all these people working together towards advancing social justice in the community.
It was a safe space. So when I came into Carolina, I was like very introverted. Well, still am very introverted, but very shy, very awkward, had a lot of trouble meeting people. And the Y was kind of like a big introduction into Carolina.
In my first year, the opportunity came up to get involved with planning Holy Moly, and I kind of just fell in. I'm not exactly sure how it happened. I kind of fell into that opportunity.
I got involved in the Y my freshman year. I went to a Nourish meeting with Colleen Daly, who was a big energy and face of the Y.
It was also a Nourish interest meeting. As a first year too, a friend dragged me to it, thought it looked really cool, and that was the first time I think at Carolina that a entire room full of students really clicked with me. I thought that like this was a place where I could be like a community I could really be involved in and be a part of. So ever since then I've been here.
And Best Buddies was the committee that met that need, and that's exactly what I wanted to do. It seemed like a great program. It was pretty well established in the Y, so that was great. Got involved first year, been paired with my buddy Patrick ever since then, so we've known each other now for coming on to 4 years, which is great. And then through that I eventually became co-chair sophomore year and president now senior year, and we've seen a huge amount of growth, and it's been a really exciting one.
One of the Y committees I was a part of, SWEAT, which is Students Working for Environmental Action and Transformation, which I co-chaired later on. But I met a lot of amazing people through that organization who I'm still actually very close with now. They initially got me interested in environmental policy and environmental work, even though that's not where I stayed in my Carolina experience. I gained very much an appreciation for that viewpoint and got to learn a lot. I also entered the Y through the Bonner Leaders Program, and so I applied for the program the summer before I got here, and then went through an interview in the first few days of classes, then got selected. And that has been an absolutely amazing program. Our senior class is the first inaugural class, and so it's a very weird feeling. It's a very amazing feeling. I don't really know how to describe it just yet.
The very first thing that ever got me involved in the Campus Y was Carolina Kickoff, which I am so thankful for in hindsight, because I had no idea what my 4 years here would have looked like if it weren't for Carolina Kickoff. And then immediately after Carolina Kickoff was when I was accepted into the Bonner Leaders Program. So sort of almost at the exact same time, those two involvements in the Y worked out for me, and I'm also so thankful for the Bonner program.
When I was a sophomore, I had been involved in Enrich ESL, which was previously known as Mono, and I'm really passionate about education. And someone suggested that we look into applying to become a committee with the Campus Y. This is exactly what we need, and we're so overjoyed upon being approved to become a committee. And I became the first co-chair for Mono and Enrich, and instantly realized how amazing the Y was.
I really appreciate this body even more, and I'm going to be sad to leave it next year as I graduate, but I know that also I won't ever leave or like leave behind the Campus Y, because I'm going to be thinking about it next year, and regardless of where I am, I'm going to be, I just know that the relationships and my connection to this place will stay, and I'm excited about that, and excited for next year's leaders and the year after that's leaders, and just to be part of the legacy of this organization. I'm excited about where it's going to go in the future, and I'm proud of what we've done over the last.
Had I not found the Y, I think my Carolina experience would be nowhere near as good as it was. Outside of the classroom and lectures, the Campus Y is really the place that I've thrown myself into the most. In terms of extracurricular activities, this is the one. This is the place where I'm most heavily involved and where I'm most passionate as well. Even in the last couple of semesters, the thing that I've placed the most weight on and prioritized the most has been my work with Best Buddies, my work on the exec board. Those have definitely been the things that I've enjoyed doing the most. And so without those, it wouldn't have been nowhere near as good.
The Y is the place where I know I can always go and have really good, deep, meaningful conversations. Any conversation that I would anywhere else, I'd think, oh, this is too deep, this is too much. No one's gonna care about this to this extent. I come into the Y and it's just eaten up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess like the people at the Y challenged me in ways that like the classes never did. And without that, I don't think that I would have had the full Carolina experience where I left like asking big questions about the world and about why things are the way they are and what could make them better. I think the Y has really challenged me to criticize myself, criticize the university, like think about the ways that things could be different and better for all people that aren't like me, and what role I can play in that, which is something that I had never been challenged to do.
If I hadn't become involved in the Y, I would have really seen how much love and passion and motivation for social change that there is encompassed at Carolina.
I just can't say enough how integral the Y was in my Carolina experience, and how thankful I am that I was able to be a part of it because of what I hope my future holds, which would never have been the same without my involvement in the Y.
I became very safe in my experiences. I got to meet so many amazing people, got to do a lot of really cool things. And for me, the Y has really been all about like love, and that sounds very cliche. But coming in as someone who did have a lot of trouble making friends, it was a space in which I felt I could be myself.
Get up, sing with the change. Get up.